Hey everybody, it's Anasa. How are you today? I'm awesome. Thanks for asking. I'm actually still floating from all the wonderful response from the first Live Love video. I'm so thankful to everybody who watched the video and who posted it on their Facebook and Twitter pages and all of the great feedback. It was super encouraging and super helpful. It's so wonderful to have you in the conversation. It's just that much more juicy with all of you in it. I'm looking for different ways for us to be able to be more interactive because I want to be able to hear from you more. So if you have ideas, let me know. I'm not the most technical person on the planet, so I need a little bit of help in that area. So if you have any ideas, holler. So I hadn't planned on doing a video this week, but here I am anyway. There's just something that came up for me that I just could not wait on, and I wanted to share it with you. So this week I want to talk about Occupy Wall Street. I don't want to have a political conversation. I don't even want to have a conversation about the economy. But what I want to talk to you about is the response to Occupy Wall Street. So, serendipitously or coincidentally, however you want to see it, today marks 2 months from the first day of the first encampment down on Wall Street in New York City. Since then, as you know, there have been encampments that have popped up all over the world. Clearly, there are lots of people who are identifying and who are totally loving the Occupy movement. There are other people who, for them, it's not so wonderful. Go figure. The point is, the way that the mayors of the country here in the United States and the law enforcement are behaving is completely and utterly unacceptable. In a conversation about love, going into peaceful spaces where people are gathered protesting in peaceful ways, to go into these spaces with riot gear, with pepper spray, with rubber bullets, with tear gas, absolutely unacceptable, absolutely unloving, and it is something that we cannot stand for anymore. I want to know from you what it looks like for us to hold our civic leadership and law enforcement accountable to the values of love and compassion. I got that they're not into the Occupy movement. I got that in some spaces they're being pressured by some of the corporate leaders in the town who got them elected. I got it. I see where you are. That doesn't give you the right to coordinate a national campaign of violence and treachery against folks who are peacefully gathered to voice their opinions about the way that their communities are being run, the way that the country and the world is making choices. They have every right to do that. Every right. Every right. So what does it look like? And what does it look like for us as people who believe in love and even maybe believe in the Occupy movement to hold the leadership accountable in a way that they behave in a way that's acceptable for us? How do we encourage law enforcement to be able to take a look at who they are as people and what's acceptable for them as behavior and what does loving action look like in the face of them being ordered by their superiors to do violence and harm to people they were sent to protect? What does it look like? And while I'm at it, what does it look like for us to hold space of love and compassion for folks who we think are not being loving? How do we hold compassion for the mayors and for the police officers who are being disrespectful and who are being violent and who are behaving in ways that are not loving and that we don't agree with? Those are my questions for today. Anyway, I'm going to go. Remember, together we are the love, we are the light, and we are the truth. And always remember that I love you. Until next time, live love.